Ghost Recon Wildlands is an amazing game, full of vast regions, each different from the last. With areas ranging from marshlands to deserts to jungles, the country of Bolivia seemed a natural choice for a game of this nature. However, with that being said, I felt it necessary to make a list of a few issues I have with this game. We're going to call them Wildlands developer misfires. Small mechanics issues that add up to one huge problem. Using cover in this game feels a bit clunky. With other games you're able to stick to cover, but not so with Wildlands. While I feel this can be a lot smoother for gameplay, and Wildlands is heading in the right direction with this, it overall makes cover less useful and just janky. Peeking around cover or trying to get that pop shot on an enemy can prove extremely difficult, and often you are opening yourself up to the enemy way too much. When you use the directional arrows, there will be still a portion of wall or whatever you're using in the way. Throwing grenades or other devices from cover is ridiculous and utterly useless, and breaching buildings just plain sucks. Often, I would find that I would skip over the breaching missions on hard difficulties due to just being annoyed with the whole situation. The developers could have added det cord, a grenade lob mechanic, and a ready to breach command for a simple fix. Misfire number 5. There seems to be a lot of terrain that is not climbable or traversable. With a game that is proudly proclaiming itself to be Wildlands, there just seems to be so many areas you cannot explore. Whether it is a portion of the mountains you can't climb, an area you get stuck in due to searching for that perfect sniping spot, or the simple fact that you cannot go into drainage pipes or climb water and electrical towers, it makes Wildlands feel that much smaller of a world to explore, and that much linear in attack options. I would often find myself in a position where I felt I could base jump only to land flat on my face and die. Allowing a far more climbable terrain and adding a few hang gliders in the mountainous regions would have gone a long way. Misfire number 4. While riding a motorcycle or flying in a helicopter, players often find they can bump into large objects and nothing happen, only to hit the smallest rock and fly off the motorcycle, or hit absolutely nothing at all in the helicopter and crash and burn. This issue is so glaringly bad that most guides for beating the game in Ghost mode absolutely recommend just completely staying away from these forms of transportation and relying on cars and fast travel. Add that together with the previous misfire on my list, and it again makes Wildlands world that much smaller. Gameplay travel eventually just becomes monotonous and something that has to be put up with, rather than just enjoyed. Misfire number 3. Vehicles seem to be put together lazily. Some you're able to transport a bad guy in the trunk, others you cannot. It seems to be a hit or miss. While this issue isn't overall bad as you can stuff the bad guy in the back seat, it brings me to another issue. Team members cannot climb into the bed of trucks or the backs of two-seater vehicles. I would like nothing more to have one of my ghosts suddenly pop out of the trunk, fire an AK at an unsuspecting cartel bad guy. It just seems like an easily fixable missed opportunity. Misfire number 2. Wearable items have no effect on stealth in single player. I'm not going to show a whole breakdown of this, as there's a multitude of videos where players have spent a lot of time testing this and showing it to be true. In the end, it just comes out to feel like a waste to put on my boonie hat, cake my face in mud, and don my ghillie suit if a bright red shirt and neon yellow pants have the same stats. Another benefit that could have been realized through this is the ghosts dressing as cartel members and infiltrating Hitman style. Again, this is another glaring loss for Wildlands. Which brings me down to my misfire number 1. I feel that this is the largest issue for me. This misfire has nothing to do with mechanics of the game, but is just more of a personal gripe. But here it is anyways. Hardcore gamers receive no benefits for playing in Ghost mode on higher difficulties. There should be some type of badge or something for this. I mean, come on, give me like a golden cowboy hat or something for defeating it in extreme mode. And that's it. That sums up all of my misfires. Overall, this is a great game, and I highly enjoy it. I just hope to see some of these changes in the next one to come. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like it, subscribe and like.